Hey y'all, coming to you from the dungeon here. Hey, if you guys have recently seen a video explaining how they're using amplitude modulation in the HF band on a harp array, but the modulation that they're using on the carrier happens to be a particular frequency that's in the ultra low band, meaning the band in which we speak. For instance, 1,000 kilohertz type range. So, girly man to manly girl tone of voice. Alright, I just want to show you guys something here. I'm not going to go and talk about the guy that made the video because I don't think he needs any more attention. But if you've seen that video, you'll know what this is about. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. If you don't know what this is about, or you don't know who I'm talking about from the description that I've given, just go ahead and I'll catch you guys next time. But for those of you that have, I want to go through a little science with you real quick here. I'll try to get this light where it's not blinding the hell out of you. Okay, this is an RF power meter. Next to it is a modulation meter. Okay, and standing wave, of course, we need to know that stuff. But what I want to do is I want to try to get the light where you can see this. Okay, now what we're going to look at here is the forward power, first of all, and we have a little forward power there. This is a dead carrier, well, as long as I don't talk too loud. But when I modulate audio, see, I put out more power. Okay, so if we look at the modulation meter here, a dead carrier has no modulation. Audio. Alright, so this, for instance, that we're transmitting would be in the HF band. That's the frequency range in which harp operates. What they're doing is sending a modulation or a sound into the transmission. So here is a dead carrier. There's a sound. So with amplitude modulation, the power, depending on how you tune the output device, will swing with modulation. Okay? The modulation that they're feeding into the signal does not change the transmit frequency. Therefore, no matter what you do to a harp signal, it's still transmitting in the HF band. Ultra low frequency in HF, UHF, VHF, never the two shall meet. They are not of the same species that can see each other. Yes, they're all RF energy, but they have no way of seeing each other. You cannot see HF on radar. You also cannot transmit 1,000 hertz into a 10 megahertz transmitter and have it come out as 10 kilohertz or a kilohertz at the other end. It doesn't happen that way. It just doesn't happen. Okay. So, nevertheless, RF power with a dead carrier, modulated, amplitude modulation. The modulation is the amount of gain that you're putting out in for the signal, excuse me. So to summarize, the frequency or the sound is 1,000 hertz that they're pumping into the transmitter that's still operating in HF.